Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the sixth grade concept of equations for area and volume. This is standard 6.8C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 15 of the 2025 released STAAR test. This is a new item type called Equation Editor. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we've got a simple statement here. We need to find h equals, and we're going to type it in. So let's take a look at what they're asking us to do here. We have a parallelogram, okay? An area of 33 square inches. Length is b, height is h. We're looking for h. Okay, well, let me draw a parallelogram here, and I'll just draw us a standard parallelogram like this. Let's make it go down like this. And okay, so area is going to be A equals 33 square inches. So remember the area is the lines on the inside of this, the number of squares that you would have on the inside. Length is B. All right, that makes sense. And then the height is H. Now, here's something that always trips up some students. The height needs to be perpendicular to the base. So the base needs to be horizontal, the height needs to be perpendicular, which means it's not there. There actually is no height given to us, so what we need to do is we'll draw, and I'll change it to black. I'll draw this line right here, and I'll draw dotted simply because it doesn't exist. But it is going to represent the distance between the two bases, and that is going to be our h. All right, so we've got our base and our height. Area equals 33 square inches. What do we know about the area of a rectangle or a parallelogram? Well, if we look at our reference material, you see it's the second equation from the top, and area or rectangle, area of a rectangle, area of a parallelogram are actually the same equation. A equals BH. So A equals BH. Now, how could you have a rectangle and a parallelogram have the exact same equation? They're different shapes. Well, a parallelogram, imagine if we were to take this part right here, cut it off, and put it right there. Then what would we have? A rectangle. So that's why we can use the same equation. So A equals BH. The only thing I know here is my A. My A equals 33. So we have that right here. So I'm going to substitute that in right here, and I'm going to say 33 equals BH. And that's all they give us. 33 square inches equals base times height. They don't give us the base, they don't give us the height. We're looking for the height. So the height is going to be base times whatever the height is going to get us that 33 square inches. How could I figure out what this is? Well, we're going to do a lot of this when we get up into 8th grade and Algebra 1. It's called isolating the variable. But we don't even necessarily need to use that particular skill here. What we need to think about is fact families. Things we did back in elementary school. So 33 equals base times height. We could also say 33 equals height times base. This is the base. This is the commutative property of multiplication. You can change the order of the factors. The product stays the same. You can also have two division facts. 33 divided by your height equals your base, and 33 divided by your base equals your height. That's the one we're looking for, because now that is going to isolate my height. If I were to divide my 33 by my base, we'll be good. So the answer is going to be 33 divided by base. Now, how we enter that in, if we want, we can make it a fraction. So we can do 33. Then you have to click down here, and you have to write that base. And so that you could do that. You can also do 33 divided by base right there. Either one of those work.